From Austin Butler. I know you have one because you're a SAG Award nominee.
I think I must be at this point. I started acting when I was 12, and but I do remember I did extra work, and that's the first thing that got me into being on a film set. And so I remember the thing of having to get your SAG card being a tricky thing. I think they gave me a line on a Nickelodeon show or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're one of those rare unicorns I've heard of. You actually grew up in Los Angeles or the LA area?
I was born in Anaheim.
Wow.
And then moved to Van Nuys.
Yeah, what about for you? Where did... Were you someone like, I love hearing stories about producers that started in the mailroom or started off, making short films.
Beginning, people told me, you need to audition for 100 things before you plan to book one. And so that was the idea, it's a numbers game as a kid. And so I would just go out and I'd audition and audition. And you get told no so many times. And then, after all those years, then it came to this one. And so I've been to so many of those auditions where you never hear anything. And there's something about this where I just, I knew that there was something inside me that I had to explore. And so I gave it everything, and I said, I'm going to treat this like I have the job. And so I hired a movement coach and a singing coach and a dialect coach, and I just started working, and that was before I ever met Baz. And then I ended up sending him this tape where I sang Unchained Melody. And then he said, can you fly to New York and meet me? And so I went out to New York, and similar to your experience the first time, he talked to me for 3 hours.
3 hours seems to be the...
3 hours, and we watched...
When he's into it, he talks for about 3 hours.
We got deep, and he said, tomorrow you want to come in and just read some scenes from the script? I said, yeah, and he said, maybe prepare a song. And so I think I prepared Heartbreak Hotel or something, and then came in the next day and just kind of jammed with his musicians there. And then read some scenes from the scripts, and then he said, you want to come in tomorrow and maybe practice Suspicious Minds tonight? And so, and I'm not a singer or a dancer.
No,
at
yes
all.
you are. You are.
Now I can do it a little bit, but so I'd go home and I'd call my movement coach and my singing coach, and I'd say, we gotta work tonight. And I did that the whole time. And but then after 5 months of that work, came the time for this screen test, and then it suddenly dawned on me that, I don't actually have the job. I'm going to have to screen test for this, and all can go awry. And then I did the screen test, and I really thought I didn't get it, because Baz threw everything that I had planned out the window, and he rewrote the scene the night before, but didn't tell me, and handed me the scene. And
No.
I later learned that this is sort of how Baz works. Thank you.
I'm dead. Right, you did great.